Okay, hello everybody. I hope the volume works. I hope you can all hear me. If anything goes a bit strange or a bit high, Raya, please let me know. So let me just type in the chat to make sure you guys can hear me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So what's happening with my computer? Technology just doesn't like me today. Strange. Hey, what's going on? Okay. Can you guys hear me okay? Testing, testing. Okay, it should be working. Okay, that's good. Thank you for letting me know. So, let's get playing, hey? If anything goes haywire, just let me know. Hopefully it's all good. Okay. So, let's see here. Yeah, it's 12:37 p.m. at the moment. I've been trying to get this working again for quite a while. Unfortunately, my mic just sucks. If Kay mentions anything, please let me know and I'll have a look to see if it's worth translating. But yeah, because it's it's already past 12:30 here. I probably won't be on for too long today. Thank you. I'll probably need it. I don't tend to be too lucky. I'm not exactly a lucky person. Turn down my TV volume too. There we go. So how are you all doing today? Tonight, whatever it is in your time zone. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't pay much attention. I'm not big into Unite, but I mean, Suffolk needs to be coming soon, right? They can't not give us anything for too much longer. Oh, hello. How are you tonight? Sorry it took so long to get it up and working. The problem with my mic is we're actually using, both me and my husband, because he does YouTube too. We're using a microphone interface, but it's quite an old one. It's back from when he was still making music, because he used to do a lot of band work. So the microphone interface we're using is actually technically a guitar interface. But until we can afford to get a decent, proper microphone interface like a new one, this is what we're gonna be using. I'm good, just tired. Yeah, my dad, he's okay. Like the thing is, my dad's... I say he's okay, but my dad's never gonna be good. He has a very rare disease that is incurable. He's gonna have it for the rest of his life. So it's just a matter of getting the pain management sorted and getting it so that the side effects of his disease aren't having a huge effect on his daily life. Because it's the internal bleeding that he was having. It hasn't been confirmed, but we're pretty sure it's a side effect of his main disease. But we're finally getting that looked at now, so hopefully that should make a difference. But like the hardest thing is because my parents live in Australia and I live in Japan, there's not much I can do. So hopefully I'm actually going to Australia in a few months. Not a few months, next month. Wow. So hopefully while I'm there, I should be able to go to a few doctor visits with my dad and get things sorted out a little bit, because my mum, she used to be a nurse, but she has her own health issues now, and a lot of it is to do with her memory. So she can't really be a huge help, unfortunately. And my dad, he's just never been good at medical stuff. So yeah, fingers crossed when I'm in Australia this time around, I can actually push the doctors to do something to help my dad in for a change. Yeah, it is what it is, unfortunately. It's a non-curable disease. It's basically it's a form of bone marrow cancer, like a very specific type. So we can only do what we can do to kind of manage it and slow down the growth as much as possible. And yeah, my husband does do YouTube. He does like pro model building. So like he makes Kamen Rider pro models, like the girl pro models, all of that kind of stuff. If you want, I'll share a link to his YouTube on my Twitter later on, and you can give him a follow or just check out his page. Of course, it's all in Japanese. But if you like that kind of stuff, he'd be happy to have anybody else look at it. Hello, thank you for that. I hope it gets better too. Where are they? Oh, here they are. Thank you so much. It really means a lot that I'm getting so many kind wishes regarding my father's health. I think the best thing for him will be seeing his grandson when we're able to come down next month. That will probably really pep him up a little bit. I don't think so. Like, I thought Black and White sucked. I think the thing with Pokemon is you're always going to have a game that you don't like or a gen that you don't like, even if other people like it. It's just down to personal taste, right? And your personal taste isn't any less valid than anybody else's. Yeah, my dad and my son, they've only met each other once in person, but they have such an amazing bond. Whenever my son gets to talk to my dad over voice video chat, Facebook Messenger or whatever, his face just lights up. And my dad is one of those like old guys that doesn't know how to use a phone properly. So all my son ever sees is like the very top of my dad's head. But that's still enough to make him happy. Seems I'm going the long way around because I messed up. It doesn't look like I'm gonna get anything from this search. So, what's everybody's opinions on the recent leaks we've been getting? Like, in my personal opinion, whoop, I just said I wasn't going to get anything and it just happened. Oh, wait, that's a double. Wow. Caught one shiny and another appeared. What's the luck of that? Well, that was worth it. Whoops, I accidentally took a capture. He probably thought that having his own Discord might be more manageable, but it just went absolutely haywire. And unfortunately, with the way the community is, it's just unavoidable. I think it was bound to happen. B, don't you dare knock out that cable. Sorry, I was talking to my cat. Whoop, I didn't even get to see what the last one was. That's okay. I think I ended up pretty lucky. I feel like it's kind of like a mix in between Sword and Shield and Legends. Like art style and direction. But I'm not very knowledgeable on that kind of stuff, so maybe that's just my view. I don't know, like, I'm looking forward to the game more than I was a little while ago, in my opinion. Yeah, that's one thing I'm a little bit worried about. Not the fact that they have different dex entries or anything, but there's just so many different types of different forms. It feels like it's a little bit overkill. And I'm worried about how it's all going to kind of like balance out. Whoop, I didn't mean to fall from that high. I saw that, and I mean, he could be, but at the same time, it seems like he's Korean, judging by the way his Discord was, because the base settings were in Korean. Until now, I think most of us thought he was Taiwanese or Chinese at the very least. But yeah, it does seem like he's actually Korean. And the thing with the food, I did see the Japanese text on the lid. That could very easily be imported. But yeah, there's every chance he's in Japan because his timings match up with my timings a lot. So the time, like his early day session is usually when a lot of people in Japan are on break, like lunch break. And the time he logs on is when not all people, but some people get off work. So that would make sense. But like I said, as far as the food goes, it could just be he's in South Korea and he's eating imported Japanese noodles. No, I hope you can get your controller to work. There's nothing worse than a controller that doesn't work. Oh, his Japanese is bad. He's definitely not Japanese. Like, even if he lives in Japan, he's not Japanese. I live in Japan and I'm not Japanese. But, like, I have no doubt about that. I'm not completely sure. It feels like he's some kind of beta tester. Because I don't think he has full access. Or at least I don't think he has a near finished build of the game. Because some of the stuff he said that just don't make sense with a finished build. Because they would need to have ranked battles. Like, it feels weird that that's not a thing in a new gen game. So I always like checking the Gudra area. Whenever I come here, so I might go have a quick check. No, I hope you can get it working. Is it like a battery charge problem or something? Hachi-chan, do you want some love? Sorry, my cat's coming up to me. Has Kate treated anything recently? Oh, something about Nene. What? Ah, the cat. The cat's name is Nene. That's a cute cat name, though. But I just had a quick read. It said that I didn't have a proper read, though. Yeah, he's not talking about leaks or anything at the moment. Understandable, it's too late. My cat or Kay's cat? Kay's cat is kind of like a ginger white thing. My cats, I've got a grey boy who's a bit of a sook. And I've got a tabby girl who loves attention. Their names are Bee and Hachi, which mean the same thing. Hachi, although Hachi is also 8, that's what most people probably think. It's also Hachi as in bee. Hey, Bee. Are you talking to everybody too? I don't know if they can hear you. You talkative girl? Grey cats are great. I love grey cats. My grey cat's so pretty. You want me to say you're pretty too, Bee? So if you can hear any meowing, it's probably my girl cat Bee. She's very talkative. Oh, nothing much. My only luck might be those back-to-back shiny Magby. Yesterday when I finished streaming, literally the moment I turned off my Switch, my son woke up and it was like 2:30 a.m. and he didn't go back to sleep until 5:30. And then we all needed to wake up at 7 because he needed to go to daycare and my husband needed to go to work. So that was fun. Hopefully the same thing doesn't happen today. Yeah, and the Pro controllers aren't cheap, right? Not exactly something that you don't want to stop working. Yeah, the way it's written, it's probably going to be a small parrot. So it's like parakeets, lorries, that kind of stuff. Don't know why that just beeped, but that's okay. Did he say the parrot was one stage or did it evolve? I don't quite remember. So yeah, as you guys can probably see, my style of shiny hunting is just flying around and seeing if I get lucky. I don't really put in the effort to try to like chain them or whatever. Pokemon Snap is a great game though. I really hope they do more with it. Okay guys, where should I go? I've got several options. I'll wait to you guys can tell me which one you think is the best option. The only one I don't need is the Machop here because I've already got a shiny Machop and that was a random encounter actually. So Mr. Mime, Ghastly, or the Mass Outbreak in Alabaster. Yeah, I just don't see how people have the time to just like do the grind of shiny hunting. Coastlands? Oh, I already have the Machop though. Ingo Place, you mean the Alabaster? You guys are telling me different things. That doesn't help. Okay, I'm just gonna move my mouse around and wherever it lands as long as it's not the Machop because I've already got one. Okay, I think that's a ghastly win. Shiny Gengar wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't be mad about that. Yeah, they're definitely not cheap, are they? Whoop, whoop. Didn't mean to do that. Whoop, whoop. What's happening? That was a bad misclick. So, quick question. I was wondering, what do you guys think would be better? Should I just keep on streaming on YouTube or would it be better to stream on Twitch? I do have a Twitch account, but I was kind of like undecided on which way I should go. I am a bit more familiar with YouTube, which is why I've been streaming on YouTube until now, but I'm fine with switching if everybody would prefer Twitch. Like, not today, of course, but like in general. Oh, they saw me. Oop, I'm gonna fly out. Yeah, I feel like it was a miss not having Gengar's shiny as right. Like, it just makes so much sense, right? YouTube is better? Okay, thank you guys. Noted. I'll stick with YouTube then. making sure nothing else was dead. What people am I dead? Nothing important. It's almost scary sometimes how high you can get. Like, I'm afraid of heights, so this just kind of like even looking at it like this is a little bit scary. No, actually, my favorite Pokemon is Mimikyu. Starmie just made sense with my nickname, like my real life nickname for a while. Hachi, please stay away from the cables. Whoop! Oh, that was a mistake. Trying to keep my cat away from the tables. Yeah. Oh, it's okay? Let me just check the settings to be certain. Okay, so hopefully it is okay. You guys can all hear me okay? I don't know why the avatar is changing. It shouldn't be changing. Maybe my cat is changing the avatar with like psychic powers. Ugh. Damn cats. I have no strong opinions on Joe Merrick one way or another. I try not to get caught up in any of that kind of drama. I mean, as long as people don't take my personal work for granted, I don't care. I don't like if people kind of like use my translations and don't give me credit. That of course annoys me. But as long as people don't bother me, I tend not to be bothered about them or their drama. But to a certain point, I can understand where he's coming from because I think his big thing is he's afraid of misinformation. And I get very annoyed when I see misinformation by bad Japanese translations. So, everybody has something that irks them, so. Oh, my model changed clothes again. Okay, we'll just keep it like that. Hello! Thank you for joining in. My cat doesn't even need an empty bowl to ruin my whole life. Okay, which one, guys? Yeah, like, if you don't like him, that's fine. If you do like him, that's fine. Everybody has their own opinions, right? I'm just too old to care about that kind of stuff, I guess. Leak boy? Okay, let's go for Licky Licky. Okay, so let's see. Where is it? Oh, of course it's up here. That makes sense. Can you scratch any louder, cat? Yeah? Can you guys hear my cat when she meows? Hachi, stay away from there, please. You've already knocked it out once. I'm actually like sitting on a beanbag and both of them are behind me at the moment. Hachi, I told you, do not go that way, please. You'll knock out the mic. Sorry, I'm not angry at you. You were just being dangerous. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think having another kind of like reliable leaker in the community is a good thing. But I think probably because he's just inexperienced, the way he handled the leaks and the way he kind of went about leaking was less than ideal. Like the kind of information that he's given us, if he spread it out over several months, it would have been a lot better. And I think also the other big problem with his leaking is he just took so many questions from random people. So we ended up getting a lot of information that we didn't really need. You know what I mean? So yeah, good to have another leaker in the community, but his inexperience shows. Oh, no shiny licky licky. I think. But for me, more than the text, the photos were a bit of a buzzkill for me because I'm a very visual person. Just seeing the words, I can always picture in my head exactly what to expect. But once I can see the photos, it's kind of like, yeah, I know what it is now, so that's less exciting. But the gym lead, blah, 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 English. The gym leaders all look really good. And I love the idea that they're actually going to have more to do with the story, it seems. Like they're gonna be more than just a character that you see once, which is the way it's always been. Yeah, Ku did definitely have the monopoly of the scene. So it is good to have a second person just kind of to balance things out, but yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know if K's leak style is sustainable. Sustainable? That's not the right word. Is it the right word? Sustainable. Maybe that's the right word. I don't know if his leak style is sustainable. Sometimes I forget English words, sorry. Yeah, it feels like things got out of hand for him pretty fast. He probably didn't want to, like, have the information he was sharing all spread about. But once one or two accounts started letting it be known that he was out there, it just kind of spread like wildfire. I think that's just a guess from Blaine's. because he, like, Kay wrote that the sub-legendaries, so sub-legendaries being like the Tapus, the Johto dogs, etc., the sub-legendaries have Chinese names. So that can mean one of two things. They either have names that are like from China, Chinese-based names, or that he's playing the Chinese version and that's why they have the Chinese names. So I was actually talking to PokeSuutamie earlier, and she was like explaining how some Pokemon, even in the English version, even in the Japanese version, have Chinese-based names, like Ho-Oh, for example. So it could be like that. Okay, guys, which choice this time? Just not here because I already have two. Yeah, I've seen that. I don't think Kako will go through with it, so it's just too much of a risk. I think so. I think the graphics will be quite improved. And even compared to what we're seeing in the trailers, I think we're going to get a lot more polished. I already have Roselia. I've got 2 shiny Roselias, I think. Unknown? Okay. I do like going to the coastlands. So it's 1 o'clock, 1:13 for me now. I'll probably stick around till about 2 o'clock-ish. If I don't, like, get super exhausted before then. My neck is starting to get a bit stiff, unfortunately. Part of old age. So I actually have a few different jobs. I keep busy, basically. A lot of what I do is primarily freelance. I can't say some of them because they're quite particular, quite unique. But I do some professional freelance translating apart from Pokemon stuff. I dabble in teaching English here and there. I work at a friend's daycare to help them out occasionally. I do some photography. I've also even been lucky enough to travel abroad for my photography, so that was good. I've been to Italy, Germany, but in Germany my camera was stolen, so that was a bit of a bad experience. Where else? Czech Republic. Oh, it was a while ago. I don't remember all of the places, but yeah. So I love photography, but unfortunately during the pandemic, because of the main type of photography I do, I needed to stop a little bit because it was a bit dangerous to continue that when my son was so young, and also he was considered high risk because of his birth condition. So hopefully once things settle down a bit more, I'll be able to get into photography again more. The thing I'm looking forward to most, probably the story. I like looking at lore, so I'm very much excited to see how the lore in this game is gonna work. Babies, Nani Hachi? no? What about you guys? What are you looking forward to the most in Scarlet and Violet? I haven't read that. I tend to not pay too much attention to that because then I'd want to apply, but I can't do any of that stuff. So, but yeah, if you can do it, definitely apply. Like, it might sound a bit funny, but my dream job at the moment is to work for Pokemon Kids TV channel. That would be fun. Because I do enjoy teaching kids. So that kind of thing would be fun. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how much further they take the open world aspect compared to what it is here. I hate when it scoops. Yeah, he quit that Discord pretty fast, but it was absolutely crazy in there. Like, everybody just went wild. So I can understand why he quickly decided against the idea of a Discord. So who knows if Kay will end up deleting his Twitter as originally mentioned. I think he was probably just planning to delete Twitter and focus on Discord, but since Discord didn't work out for him, he might continue on Twitter for a while longer. But I'm pretty sure he did mention on a tweet that he's planning to leave eventually. Whoop, why did I just walk into the water? Whoop, whoop. I am not good when I don't concentrate. So I was trying to read Twitter at the same time. You might be able to do what's the word? Remote work if they have it. So definitely apply just in case. You never know. Never hurts to send in an application. Definitely try. I recommend it. Because you just never know what's going to happen, right? Not interested, but I'll check. Okay, where is it? Thank you for coming and joining. I really appreciate the time. Have a nice day or night or whatever it is in your time zone. Sorry, didn't mean to force your hand. Thanks for saying hello. Everybody give a big hello to Soul Silver. Let me just check something. Here we go. Honestly, probably having on the background is more than enough. With my bad luck, I don't really get many shinies. In this, how long now? Almost 1 hour stream, I've had 2 shinies and they were literally back to back, so the rest of the time, no luck at all. I've died once or twice. How many times have I died? I think I died once and I nearly died again. Oop. And to prove my point, I nearly landed in the water again. I hope so. Even if I don't, I've had fun chatting with everybody. Huh. Everybody, what did you think of mine and Soul's idea about the Dunsparce evolution? I'm honestly still really proud about that one. I was so excited when I thought about the Nozuchi, because it just makes so much sense lore-wise. Oh, didn't mean to click that button. Yeah, you should definitely do it. So. Yeah, I was a bit surprised to read Pure Normal. Because, like, based off the Nozuchi, it would make sense to either be dragon, like, maybe normal dragon, or normal ground, or even normal poison, or any kind of, like, mixture of all of those. So, but, the thing is, we need to keep in mind that not everything Kay says is 100% guaranteed. I think at the start with the photos, they were all 100% legit. But he's probably started adding in information that's false either on purpose or by accident. There might be some things that he's misremembering. And like I said before, I personally think that he's playing a older build of the game. So there's probably some things that are just missing from his build of the game that have been added since. But that's just my opinion, so we just don't know. Maybe things will change. I wouldn't have thought about it without your help. You know I'm no good at riddles. Hey, I'm a married woman. And my husband ain't too bad to look at, so... And he's a good cook. And he puts up with me whenever I ask him for translation help, so... Better keep a hold of him. Cuckoo is good though. No fun being normal, is what I say. I prefer somebody that's a little bit crazy to... blah blah blah, English. I prefer somebody that's a little bit crazy compared to somebody that's normal and boring. He's pretty decent. I actually really want to do a either like a stream or a play series with Esan, my husband. And we're trying to like figure out mics to get that done correctly. We actually filmed a game together off Snap, like a versus game. But the audio with just the one mic we had was absolutely atrocious. So we've tried to get like a double mic jack or something like that, but the quality just isn't good. So we're still looking around at different options like that, and hopefully we can figure that out soon, and maybe we can do some streams together. But his English ain't that good. He can understand it quite well, but his speaking he doesn't have much confidence in. So if I am able to do some streams with S-Sun in the future, please be kind with his English. He was fine with it. I mean, he's a bit of a geek himself, so he's not massively interested in Pokemon. He's gotten a bit more knowledge about it since we started dating. So like his main actual knowledge of Pokemon is Gen 1, Gen 2. He played Gen 3 when he was a kid, but he doesn't really remember much of it because that was when he was starting to lose interest. But we started dating probably near the end of the Sun and Moon cycle. Hachi, stay away from the microphone, please. We probably started dating near the end of the Sun Moon cycle because our son was born pretty much near the start of, actually no, he was about 3 months old when Sword and Shield came out. So he knows more so about Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, Legends and all of that. So, but he's not like a massive fan. He's more into like Kamen Rider. Hachi, please stay away from the microphone. Jump up into the windowsill. Go on. Go Yeah, he's more into Kamen Rider. He'll watch Power Rangers. It's not his favorite. And Ultraman, that kind of stuff. He's old. I'm 32, so I'm not exactly young, but yeah, S-san is a little bit older than I am. His younger sister is huge into Pokemon though, but he mostly ignores her, so. And even then, his younger sister mainly just thirsts over Raihan at the moment, so. We could. I don't massively expect it. The fact that they've opened up the website for the Japanese Yoyaku, that makes it more likely that something is coming soon. Yoyaku being pre-orders, reservations. Oh! Where was that? Was that down here? Do I want a shiny Paris though? Does anybody want a shiny Paris? I think it was a shiny Paris. No, wasn't that dude? Wasn't that dude? What made the shiny chime? Was it a shiny Bidoof? You guys heard the chime too, right? My husband, he uploads onto his YouTube. Maybe he tries once a week. He's got a few pro models that he's planning to build this weekend, so he should have a few coming up the next week. Back towards the lake. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, I remember I passed these guys and then I was coming over here. What more? Where is it? It's not that guy. Not a shiny blue. Where is it? Ah, there we go. I'll take a shiny Shubat. Shubat. Got it. I actually really like Zubat, so I'm quite happy with that. That's a shame I didn't get to check everything else out, though. So that's put me at 3 shinies today. And I caught 2 passes for no reason. Yeah, Crobat does have a good shiny. But even like the lime green shiny Zubat, I'm quite happy with that. Like a lot of the lime green shinies don't look that good, but like I said, I'm partial to Zubat. 1:37 now, so I'll stick around probably for another 20 minutes or so. And just hope that my son doesn't wake up at 2:30 like he did yesterday. I'm on like 1 hour sleep for the last 2 days at the moment. Okay, guys, which one? So another quick question for you guys. What region, like real life region, would you like the next gen to be based on? How did I catch Espeon in this game? Pretty sure it probably just evolved. Honestly, my current team, it's all quite old, so I don't remember how I got any of them. Coast? Okay, if Soul says coast, we're going to the coast. Do I have Espeon on my team at the moment? No. Honestly, Italy would be nice. I was looking forward to going to Italy again before COVID struck. I was meant to for work, but we all know how that ended up. African region would be good. I mean, I think everybody knows what I want. Yeah, it seems like they're going hard for Unite at the moment, right? I've never played it, so I don't really get the appeal, but... eh. I guess it's a pretty good money source for them, because don't you need to pay for a lot of things, like the skins and whatnot? Yep, I want an Australian region. Like, I mainly want Australian region just so I can, like, play it whenever I get homesick. If I can't visit my hometown, at least I can visit my hometown in the Pokemon world. Yeah, the Great Barrier Reef would be really good for it. Then you've also got like the huge ocean between the mainland and Hobart. Near my hometown, there's also another nice little island called Kangaroo Island. So it would be good to see something based on that. We've got a few old ghost towns and all of that kind of stuff. Then you've got like the big cities like Melbourne, Canberra, Sydney. Like seeing something based off the Sydney Harbour Bridge in the Pokemon world would be really interesting. That would be very interesting, but what region, like real life region, would do you think would be based off a Pokemon region where like it's mostly underwater? Babies! They're so cute. I know they're gonna attack me, but better not kill myself just to be around babies. We have Kangaskhan, yeah. Hey Trey, thanks for joining in. My son actually loves Kangaskhan, so... Along with Pichu, it's his favorite. Which is why I've still never seen any episode of Journeys apart from one. I've heard that's actually probably a good thing, though. I think we're overdue for another kangaroo Pokemon. If not a kangaroo, maybe like a wallaby would be a good alternative. I also really want a Kookaburra Pokemon. And if there's any other Australians here, they'll probably know what I mean. In Australia, we have a certain bird that we call the bin chicken. I don't remember the proper name because we always just call it bin chicken. And they're kind of like these really long, beaked chicken, and not chickens, they're not even a chicken. Long beaked birds that live in the cities, and they just basically survive off food in the bin. So it would be cool to see something like that in the Pokemon world. So I'm just gonna pause so I can catch up with the chat. Oh yeah, 100%. Most of the Pokemon from an Australian region would be poison. In Australia, any animal that you walk across, it's best to assume that they can kill you. Is what we're raised to think. But yeah, Silcon is good Pokemon. I'm not a huge fan of bug types, but whatever Pokemon you like is good, I think. Oh, an Echidna would be a lot of fun. My son, he switches between languages. He'll watch it in English sometimes, he'll watch it in Japanese sometimes. He basically doesn't matter, doesn't matter, he doesn't care what language he watches it in, but it just needs to be that first episode. And only that first episode. Sometimes, sometimes if another episode auto plays after the first episode, he'll sometimes not notice, and that will be okay. But if you try to turn on a different episode from the start, that's a big no-no. Yeah, you see that I'm from Australia, and most bugs in Australia are deadly, so I'm not a bug person. Yeah, like, despite all the deadly animals, Australia has a lot of pluses to it. And basically, if you stay out of the animals' way, you're fine. Oh, okay, let's head out. What's everybody's favorite type of Pokemon, by the way, since we're on the topic of bug type? Oh my god, don't even say a story like that around me, just the image of it. Like, spiders are the worst. Like, I'm not scared of cockroaches, which freaks people out because I know a lot of people aren't afraid of most bugs, but they hate cockroaches. I'm okay with cockroaches because they can't kill you. They're like one of the only bugs in Australia that isn't venomous. So I'm okay with them. I don't like them, but I'm chill. But a spider is a big no thank you for me. Gene pool is pretty good, I think, but I think all the sun we have helps too. Which option, guys? This might be the last one for tonight too, so let's make it worth it. Let's hope we get another shiny. Where should we go? Opinions? Mountain? Cornet Highlands? Is everybody else okay with Cornet Highlands? Coronet, not Cornet. Makes me think of Cornetos. Do you guys have Cornetos in other pieces? In other pieces? Oh my god, my English is getting so much worse. In no time, I'll be the same level of English as Kaka. Swamp? Oh, there's 2 for the Highlands. 1 for the Swamp. Okay, let's go for the Highlands and we'll do Swamp next time it comes around. But yeah, like legit, my English is getting worse and worse, I think. Sometimes when I'm translating nowadays, I actually really need to stop and think. Like, I know what the word I'm reading is in English, but not that. Sorry, like I said, my English is getting worse. I know what the word I'm reading means in Japanese, but I can't always think of the English equivalent. And like usually when the memory comes back to me of what word I'm searching for, I feel so dumb because it's usually so obvious. Like, how can you forget such a simple word? Is kind of what I think. Oh, by the way, guys, do you want to know a fun Japanese word that is not useful at all? It's actually my favorite Japanese word, so if you guys are interested, I'll happily teach you. Oh, I have so many Japanglish moments. So at the moment, I do like Nyauha, Sprigatito or Sprigatito, because I like cats. But Free Coco is also starting to grow on me because the more I look at Free Coco, the more I see the more I see my son, because they have the same kind of like blank, kind of silly expression a lot of the time. So that's kind of warmed me up the Free Coco a bit. As for my favorite Japanese word, this was one of the first Japanese words I learnt. Nekojita. So neko, of course, I've mentioned it several times, means cat. Jita is tongue. So the literal translation is cat tongue. And what it means is, so if you're eating something hot or you're drinking something hot, like you just get a fresh cup of hot coffee, you drink it and you burn your tongue. That's nekojita. So it's basically something that's too hot that you burn your tongue on. So that's my favorite word since I first learned it. Because the first time I came to Japan, I was kind of a bit silly and I came not knowing any Japanese. I stayed with a host family in the countryside who were absolutely lovely. They took me out to do a whole bunch of different fun experiences. And one of it was making fresh udon noodles. And I ate it too fast and burnt my tongue, so that's why they taught me blah, blah, blah. That's why they taught me the word nekojita. And it stuck with me to this day as my favorite word. And I'll teach you guys one more really fun word. Nandayanen. So Nandayanen is Kansai Ben, which is the Kansai dialect. So Osaka, Nara, Kyoto, Kobe, that kind of area. The Johto area in the Pokemon world. Nandayanen means what the F. Basically. So it's a very useful one. These. My phone is beeping like crazy. I'll need to check it in a second. Oh, by the way, didn't mean to do that. What's everybody's favorite shiny, since we're shiny hunting? Nandayanen? So, Nande is kind of like a very kind of rough way to say what. Kansai Ben in general is a lot more harsher than standard Japanese. That's why if you watch any anime or you read any manga, a lot of times like more delinquent characters or evil characters, a perfect example is Gin from Bleach, will speak in Kansai Ben. So yeah, Nande is basically Kansai Ben for what? Very kind of strong. And yeah, Nande Yanen. Yanen is what makes it what the fuck. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said that word. Oh. It's a really good shiny. I love it. It's actually on my team. Liking cheese is a good word. Liking cheese is a good reason to remember any word. Yeah, I think I'm getting sleepy. My English is getting so much worse. For some reason, I remember the word for cockroach in several languages. In Swedish, it's kakalaka, right? Ooh, good choices. Whoops, I made a zoom in. I think I'm probably nearly out of time in this search. Anything here? Lots of electrobuses. I feel like I might have had all the luck I'm gonna have this time around. Check this last one because I think I checked the other two up top, but just to get close enough for it to register. Yep, no luck. They saw me. And, oh, exactly 2 o'clock my time. So, what I might need to do is finish it off for today. I'll just save because I always forget to save. And yeah, thank you everybody for coming and watching. Sorry, I just got a bit too close to the mic. Sorry if I ruined your ears. But yeah, so let's finish off today. Thank you for spending your time listening to me talk and watching me play. I really appreciate the support of everybody. Whether it's here on YouTube, on Twitter, on Discord, anything like that. I'm really happy to have such a great community around me. So I really appreciate that. So yeah, thank you once again. Everybody have a nice night or day or whatever it is in your time zone. And I'll try to stream again because I like talking to you guys. So, mata ne. Mata ne is bye-bye. And see you next time. Bye-bye.